While the Texas House focused on the state's budget last night, there were Senate subcommittees meeting for other big priority issues.
KVUE's Natalie Haddad joins us live here in the studio with more on what took place outside the Capitol's chambers. Natalie?
Hi, Brian. Hi, Quita. Like you mentioned, while the Texas House and Senate were debating and discussing other things, the Senate Subcommittee on Higher Education took on Senate Bill 17, which would ban diversity, equity, and inclusion offices from public universities, otherwise known as DEI. Now, the bill ultimately passed the Senate Subcommittee and now goes to the full Senate Education Committee. But I'll tell you what that means in just a few moments. Now, for 14 hours, the subcommittee debated and heard public testimony on the bill. The majority of uninvited witnesses testified against SB 17, meaning they argued to keep DEI programs in public universities. They said eliminating DEI would hurt Texas schools and the state as a whole. They also said this would affect faculty and student recruitment. But of course, several registered to speak in favor of removing DEI, including former U.S. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Dr. Ben Carson. He said DEI requirements get in the way of accepting students based on merit and focus too much on, quote, checking off the boxes. The neurosurgeon compared it to a patient on the table and how they don't care about the color of the surgeon doing a procedure or performing a procedure, rather, just if they can get the job done.
These policies are not only insulting to a student's academic achievement, but they are also extremely dangerous. Like I said, a patient on the table doesn't care about the race of the doctor, and the life-threatening brain tumor getting removed doesn't care what color the doctor is either. Of course, this isn't just true of medicine. When we value diversity at the expense of merit, all aspects of society will suffer.
Some universities with DEI programs include Texas State and San Marcos, UT Austin, and Texas A&M. Well, at least they used to have DEI programs. In response to Governor Greg Abbott's call to eliminate the programs earlier this year, university leadership promptly put those on pause or dismantled them to be in compliance. The subcommittee, made up of 4 Republicans and 1 Democrat, had a list of people they invited to testify, and when asked if any of the invited witnesses worked for a DEI office to explain what it is the offices do, the answer was no. So what happens next? Well, the SB 17 passed the Subcommittee on Higher Education. Now it goes to the full Senate Education Committee. If it passes there, it goes to the Senate floor. And if it passes on the Senate floor, it goes to the Texas House for approval or disapproval.